So I don't know what was. I got cut off a little bit, but this round features Jared Doucette of Neos Monthly fame. He runs those tournaments. He also won the Summer Derby last year. He has a number of good finishes to his name. He's on a pretty standard spice rack build that generally Jared fidgets around with a number of dark rituals in this build, and he actually middled at this time with 2 dark rituals. The rest of it's just Juzam, Specters, Hymns, Racks, Bolts, and Power cards. Florian Von Bredow, that's the correct German pronunciation if you were curious, is on a weird, kind of weirdish looking list. It's a bunch of powerful cards as Florian is wont to cast, but it's kind of a hybrid of the deck and robots in that it has a bunch of all the white removal. It has 4 counter spells. It has 3 Jayemdae tomes, but it also has 3 Triskelions and 4 copy artifacts in addition to restricted cards. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here. It's really kind of a weird hybrid of robots and the deck, but it's all Florian's favorite cards, and we're about to find out what's going to happen. You guys can start whenever you're ready. Let's see. All right, so it looks like they're shuffling up and drawing their hands. Simon, what do you think? You get the chance to play against him to Torak very often, living in Europe, or not so often?
Yeah. Living in Europe, we play by the Swedish banned and restricted list, so we actually don't play against it so much. So
it's probably harder for you to have a gauge on what you think is going to. You probably think the Hymn deck's going to win because it has Hymn to Torak in it, and that card's busted, right?
Yeah, I think
I don't necessarily disagree. I don't know. This is real close, to be honest. It's a coin flippy kind of match depending on the draws.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jared's initial draw is not really what he wanted. Factory into Rack is pretty middling. I wonder if he has Dark Ritual Juzam follow up. Oh, with Mind Twist, I thought he was going to actually play the Juzam, and I was going to prove clairvoyant once again. Are they rolling dice? Gross.
Yeah.
Strip, Abyss, Swords. Those seem like important cards.
Yeah.
But at least he's probably not going to be color screwed. I'm sure that Florian has another colored mana at least, I would think.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Okay. And welcome to old school. Nobody has any cards on turn 3.
Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
Oh my god. This is going to showcase the power of the rack. Take 4.
Yeah.
Florian plays any non-ancestral, non-land Brain Geyser cards at this point. He's in serious, serious trouble. I love Flovo's playmat. I have the same exact playmat. It was given to me as a gift by Magnus at NoobCon last year. At that blue Spellground, or the gray Spellground with the blue.
Yeah. It's a nice one.
How do you feel about that copy artifact there? I don't know how I feel about it. I might just keep it in my hand.
I'm guessing they're fighting for the resources right now, so I'm not saying it's a good idea, but yeah.
It's close, right? Because if he does draw something that, like, he would want another mana to cast the thing that he drew, he could just play the copy then and take less rack damage.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point I'm holding on to everything I can.
Yeah.
Are those the right life totals? 14-3?
Yeah. So crazy.
That's it. What a surprise. Double rack plus Black Lotus plus Mind Twist wins a game in 5 seconds. We might want to go and head to the pairings board to look up a second feature match.
Let's that was crazy.
All right, let's see. Let's at least look at their sideboard. Let's give this match our due diligence.
Yeah.
Florian has things that might prove useful. He has Cities in a Bottle, which he probably won't bring in. He didn't see any Juzams. He has a Cop Black. He has a Divine Offering and a Disenchant and the fourth Swords. He has the fourth Jam Day Tome, which might be okay. He has an Abyss. I don't know if I guess he saw the rack, so he assumes that Jared is on him Spectre.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would bring in the second Abyss at least. So, and a few of the maces.
yeah. Oh, and Maze as well is very good against Juzam. Yeah, that's a good point. What are his worst cards? Like Counterspell is pretty medium. Probably can shave copies here. Although, yeah, because you don't even want to accelerate that much against a rack deck. So I feel like you could shave a copy or two.
Yeah.
Time Twister's insane. Obviously, Brain Geyser's insane. You probably are shaving some counterspells and copies, something like that.
Yeah.
See what Jared needs for the rack.
Yeah. And now it's going to be interesting to see if he takes in the 4 Underworld Dreams and everything.
Yeah. So is that what he? So he has 4 dreams in his board.
He has 4 dreams on the board. Yeah.
For this matchup, I love dreams in these rack decks, and I've even played a couple of them with a couple dreams main, just because it shores up. Like, what are the absolute worst cards for rack decks to play against? Jam Day Tomes and Draw 7s and Howling Minds, right?
Yeah.
And Dreams is the perfect card against all of those cards. It also, even when they're not doing broken things, drawing cards, it does chip damage. And this rack deck is all about chip damage. It's almost a card tailor-made for this deck.
Yeah.
Unlike Slam Dan's deck, where it felt like a borderline abomination.
Hmm.
Here, it's perfect. So I think he brings those in. The problem is he didn't see anything, so he doesn't necessarily know if Florian's on full-on robots or the deck. I guess he saw copy artifacts.
Yeah, I guess the copy artifact gave it away. So
yeah, it gave it away, but it kind of tricked him because he's not really on full robots. So
yeah,
I don't know he has a million cards. Jared wants to bring in. He wants to bring in Disenchant and maybe Orders and Underworld Dreams and Fluxes. You know? I wonder what he does here. He's a bevy of riches.
Yeah.
I always find those to be the toughest sideboarding spots, right? Where you have like 15 cards, or whatever, not 15, but 10 cards that you want to bring in.
Yeah.
And most of your main deck is good too. Like, I don't even know what you cut. All of his cards are pretty good here too. So.
Yeah, because you can't cut so many cards that your deck loses the idea, you know? So.
Right. Right, that's exactly right. Like, you can't really cut racks. Maybe you could cut racks or some racks on the draw, like he is right now. I guess that's maybe a thing.
Yeah, but racks aren't good on the play or on the draw.
They're just not very good cards.
Yeah.
But they are. So the cool thing about playing rack decks, and one of the things I love about it the most, is that you don't care much about die rolls. Sure, you'd rather win a die roll, right? Like everybody.
Yeah.
On the draw, rack just gets so much better for you that it's actually you're kind of hedged if you lose die rolls. So.
Okay.
Is that a strip mine too?
Yeah, a strip mine, a Black Lotus, a Mox, and a rack, and the Pump Knight. Oh yeah.
Wow. So Florian went first turn library. Jared stripped it and played Lotus, Pump Knight, rack. Wow. Jared having it all. And like, how good is Pump Knight against these decks, right? Like, can't swords it. He's just going to be able to attack for 2 and 3. He's probably just going to attack Pump, unless he has a Spectre, I guess. No,
wow.
Just Pump.
Yeah.
That's the thing with these pumpable orders, right? Like against decks like the deck or what Flogo is on, which only have swords, they can't interact, so you can just know you can max out Pump.
Yeah.
Okay. Flogo putting up a real fight here.
Yeah. And then we have the rack active. Okay.
Close.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. Is that demonic? He just ripped demonic tutor for ancestral. Jared firing on all cylinders today. Good lord.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it's ancestral, right?
Yeah. It must be. So yeah, he got it.
Jared is a very fast player. I will say that.
Yeah.
Although he does always. He generally plays aggressive decks like this that, like, you know, most of the lines are relatively straightforward, but he's definitely not one to take a lot of time in a round.
No.
He play land. Oh, underground. See, he just got all those. He's getting all of his revised dual lands altered to borderless extensions, and he just got the Seas back like this week.
Okay.
I'm sure that probably factored into why he played this deck. They look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Wow.
Planes go. Flova, what a sad little play. Planes go. Pump, pump, pump. This is a testament to the power of that little order.
Yeah.
Pump it every round. Do 2, then 3, then 4. So Flovo has to have a trike here, I feel like.
And it doesn't sound like it.
Because that would be a windmill, right? If he had land trike, he just slams it. So.
Yeah.
The factory can't even get involved with the order at this point because he can give it first strike and pump it.
Yeah. It seems like an uphill battle. Okay.
Step 1.
Yeah.
Not that great because he already he spent his energy mind twisting Jared, and now Jared had actually no cards in his hand, so he's going to get a full grip at this point. But it's certainly better than not time twistering. So he's at 7.
Yeah, 7 is correct.
Yeah, he's really behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Poor Flovo. He gets on the stream. He queues up his wife, puts it on Twitch on the big screen in the other room. I'm going to be on a feature match. And he's getting his shit pushed in like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Sorry, Mrs. Flovo.
Yeah, we're really sorry about that one. But let's see if he finds a way out now.
Hey, he just time twisted. He's playing all the power cards. He has a shot here. Bo?
Oh, man.
Bo is real bad. Oh, no, he's playing a land.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So far, so good.
Right, I mean, he doesn't have another land drop, so I assume he has a Mox or a Ring or a Lotus or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just... Or even a Disenchant, honestly, at this point. Mox, okay. Soul Ring. All right. Most of the comebacks in old school generally come from time twistering into Ancestral into a bunch of broken cards. Okay, which he just did. So order's gone. Flovo's probably down to like 5 cards. He loses 1 land. That's okay. If Jared didn't have all those artifacts out, actually, this would be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Problem is he's at 7, and Jared has bolts and a fireball, and just has like, a lot of little incidental damage cards. He probably has some dreams after board.
Yeah.
We're about to find out how he boarded, I guess. He discarded Demonic Tutor in order. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He must have a good hand then.
Flovo's so dead. Fireball you for the full amount. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Oh.
Told you.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
Well, let's find another feature match.
You
want
so
yeah.
should we do the thing that we said we were going to do and check in on Don Perrien and see if he's
let's do
ripping
that.
up permanents? Okay.
Okay.
Why don't we just crash the room? I'll send you the link in the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
apologies.
okay with that, Simon?
Rest in peace, Florian.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell those guys real quick. Sorry about the quick match, but we're moving on. Guys, I can't hear you, but you can hear me. Sorry for that clinic, Flovo. I know that was probably a rough one for you, but I guess shit happens. Yeah, Jared. So what did you bring in? Dreams? Yeah, dreams. Okay. But we're gonna move on since you smashed him so fast. We're gonna move to another feature match. Okay, just to get some more people on the stream. All right. Good match. Good games. Good luck. We love you all.
Yeah, and I had looked forward to seeing more from you, Florian, but yeah, that's the way it goes.
Pretty bad.
All right, let's pick up shop.
Yeah.
Let's pick up shop and move to the room that I linked here.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just about the start, right? If you rip everything apart that I have planned at the beginning, then there's just no chance.
Hey Simon, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, hi.
Hey Simon, what's up?
You're muted, Simon. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. So Patrick is the dirty stasis player,
Yeah.
right? And I am playing Rip 'em. I'm currently
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
down to Rip 'em 131.
Go ahead.
So there you go. There's Mano. Hey Mano. Hey guys.
Fun. Guys, stop what you're doing. We're gonna get you on the stream. Give Simon a couple minutes to set this up, okay?
No worries.
All right.
So Mano, for your information, Patrick is the dirty stasis player.
Okay.
And I am
Who's 0-3?
I'm down to 131.
131. Okay.
We lost last game. We lost the Atlanta War Elves and the Earnings In to the evil god of stasis when I could not pay their upkeep.
Okay. That tabby's gonna probably do a number on the number of permanents left in your deck too. So.
Okay, well, I wish it would do something like that. I need to play. Hey guys, when you do that, I want to play a Geddon deck. So if you guys can like massage those things,
Yeah.
I need to get hooked up with a Geddon deck. You know?
Yeah, you gotta remove all these creatures are getting removed from your deck. You're getting too land heavy. You're absolutely right. You need to play.
So when I built the Mano, I knew that one. So I mean, I know I'm playing top end with Triskelions and Crawl Worms, with a lot of 6-drops.
Don, if you want to, we would allow you to sideboard in some get-ins into your deck if you want mid-tournament to even things out.
I would absolutely encourage that.
We're totally fine with that.
I'm hoping that people will come onto the stream and donate money, and I will gladly rip up random cards off the top of my deck.
Yeah. So that Ernie and those elves, the blood's on my hand. I'm paying for those. I'm gonna make a donation. That's blood on my hand.
Help us to a good charity. All they gotta do is say, Don, I sent $5 to our charity for the day. Could you please kill the top 5 cards of your deck? And I'm interested. So I mean, I'm here for a good cause. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time, folks.
Simon, how are we looking?
Yeah, it looks good.
So we're good? All right.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to mute everybody, and you guys, I'm going to give you a thumbs up in a couple seconds, all right? You can start, okay?
All right, where are we at, Pat? My turn or your turn?
All right, mute myself.
I just untapped. I thought I was gonna draw.
Okay, I trust you. Go ahead.
Did you play the I drew. I mean, how many? Yeah, I was kind of in the rhythm there.
Yeah.
What were you?
I was
What do
waiting.
you have?
Yeah, so now we have a different match, to be honest. Don is doing, wow, he's down to, like, he started with, like, 150 cards. And whenever they're removed from the game or went to the graveyard, they're removed or ripped. Correct? No.
No, tell me when it's good.
Okay. Yes, now I can hear you, I think.
Test. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you nailed it. For those of you watching at home, Don is on, what did he call it? A rip him up 150. He played a 150 card deck. Whenever a permanent of his gets destroyed, he just tears it in half and moves on with his life.
Yeah.
So his only real goal is to have a legal deck by the end of round 7. So far, he's on pace. He's only down to 130. What did you say? 131 cards or something?
Yeah, I think it was something like this.
Yeah, he mentioned off stream that he really wants to play against a Geddon deck because his deck is getting too land heavy at this point, and he really needs to even out the ratios. So I told him if he wanted to, he can just sideboard in a couple of Armageddons and nobody would bat an eye just to even things out. We'll see if he takes me up on that.
Yeah. Wow.
And his opponent, Patrick Quinn, is on a Stasis deck. Let me actually look at his deck, see how textbooky it is. Looks extremely textbooky. 4 Boomerangs, 4 Stasis, 3 Time Vault, 2 Kismets, 4 Twiddles. That's not very textbooky. So there's a little bit of Twiddle Time Vault mixed in with his Stasis deck. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the problem is that this Stasis deck can't kill a lot of permanents unless it actually gets Stasis out. So we really need to see a Stasis in play.
Yeah. But we can hear them having fun, and that's like, wow. That's the best part.
Really is. Don is one of those guys. So I mentioned recently that I played a Mons Goblin Raider instead of a Goblin Digging team in a tournament recently because I couldn't find another digging team. Don's the one that gave me that he handed out to everybody he played at LobstercoM last year, Mons Goblin Raiders that he had, changed up to be Don's Goblin Raiders, and that's why I had that. This is the Don of Don's Goblin Raider fame. He's a
Yeah.
He's a Philly guy. He's one of those guys that fully understands old school, totally gets it right. His heart's in the right place, as evidenced by this board state and what he's doing today in this tournament.
Yeah.
I want to see him tear a freaking card in half, though. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I wish he was playing against an Earthquake deck or, some deck with more removal.
Yeah. Okay, I think he'll rip a card when they are destroyed or removed, yeah. Because he played the disenchant, yeah. So that's a played card, not a removed card. Yeah.
Right, so he doesn't rip it up for that. He only rips it up if one of his cards gets killed.
Yeah.
He needs, what could he have? How perfect is... although Geddon actually kills his own elf, although I guess he get paid for it. Oh no, because Tabby's gone too. So Geddon would be perfect right now. It would thin his deck out. It would kill the Tabby. It would be the dream card.
Yeah. And we're not sure if it's 0-0 in the game.
I feel like it's 0-1 because they said that he lost a bunch of permanents already due to stasis and ripped them all up. He lost an Urnham and something else, a Llanowar Elf.
Yeah. So we'll give him a preemptive 1-0 for Patrick.
And hope we're right. I feel like we're right.
Yeah.
Call for one. What is... Okay. I thought Don was thinking about responding. I highly doubt he has a response in hand to that. Recall for one. I mean, just recalling Time Walk with a Howling Mine on board is big game.
Yeah.
Let's see. One Kismet's in the board, or in the graveyard already. It looks like he plays 2 Kismets. So even if he does get his lock going, don't think Don will ever be... It'll be very unlikely that he gets fully locked out because the Kismets are gone. So Don could always randomly, top deck land in a disenchant or whatnot.
Yeah.
Draw 3. Come on, Don. You must have something to play at this point. Play a spell. Tap out for Crawworm. Gross. Attack for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Don very, smartly chose to play the cheapest version. Is he discarding?
He's
3
discarding.
Howling Mines in play?
Yeah.
Oh my
I thought he
God.
said he was land heavy, but apparently not.
Right. Great point. Maybe we should take back all of that Armageddon. Wait, that's a Crawworm. He literally didn't have another land to play that Crawworm. I could smell him tapping out for Crawworm.
Yeah.
He didn't have another land. So he discards, I think that's a Tobias. Control Magic, which is obviously useless.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. He needed a land so badly there.
Yeah.
What if he gets Tormod's Cryptid? Do you think that probably he has to rip his whole graveyard? Probably, right?
It should do, yeah, because then they're removed from the game, so they're destroyed,
Right, exactly. It must be.
Oh, okay.
We need a ruling. We're gonna need a ruling from Judge Josh.
Yeah.
If you're playing Rip 'em Up, if you're playing 150 Rip 'em Up and you get Tormod's Cryptid, you have to rip up your entire graveyard. I don't know. My gut says yes, but I like to see the actual DCI ruling on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so the Case Kismet hits the board. Now, he has a disenchant. Okay. I think Judge Josh is ruling.
No.
So, all right. So the Kismet. What's I looked away for a second. He disenchanted Kismet.
Yeah, but it got boomeranged.
Oh, he boomeranged it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Boomerang is such... It just does so many things.
Oh,
What happened? Is he choosing to not pay?
he's choosing not to pay. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Nano elf down. So that might help him a little bit, right? Because that's kind of a mana source. He wants to lose mana sources in theory. So
Yeah.
1, 2. For the love of God, play a land and a crawlworm.
Yeah.
You've been living your whole life for this moment.
Come on.
Does he not have a land again? Might have something to do with the
No.
oh my god, with the randomness of a 150 card deck. Look at all these fatties he can't cast. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, this could be it. Because now he has 2 disenchants in his yard. I mean, those are really the only relevant cards at this point.
Yeah.
It could be. Oh, it's Kismet time for sure. What happened here? Did Don concede? Do we know what's going on?
They're just letting us know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Oh, they showed us this. Don showed us his hand.
Yeah, with the
Which one?
disenchant and everything.
Was it a disenchant? It was a
There
power
was-
sink and a bunch of fatties. That's what I saw.
Yeah, and I saw a disenchant. Quite sure of that.
He did have a disenchant. Okay.
He doesn't have the 6th land, but he has the 3rd disenchant. It's his 150
Yeah.
card deck.
That is a great point. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
Especially if you assume he's playing with 150. So in a 60 card deck, you might play like 25 mana sources. So he's probably playing like 50, 60-ish mana sources.
Yeah.
Now he's playing 60 mana sources and 130 card deck. So he's on almost 50% mana, and he still can't get there. Yet he drew 3 disenchants. That's insane.
Yeah. And he's trying to disenchant, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Lotus. He could power sync right now. Yeah. Problem is power sync. He's so close to power sync plus stasis plus boomerang, but he's a smidge short, and that would be the full lock. But
Yeah. So, how is the ruling when you get a card countered?
I
Even though
was
it's
just thinking the exact same- was that card destroyed? Might be destroyed.
Yeah. And now he has the double blue at least.
Right. So now his whole
Oh,
hand
yeah,
is
but-
unlocked.
Yeah, but the Kismet is online, so he needs to wait a
Oh
turn.
my god, it comes into play tapped. That's so depressing. Like, could this game have been working out any worse for him? I guess except for the fact that he drew 3 disenchants. That's actually helpful. But, like, everything
Yeah.
else is just terrible.
Yeah. But couldn't he just play the Land War Elf and then just pay for itself every turn?
I guess it's a free roll, right?
Yeah.
I have a feeling this could be the turn for stasis.
Wow.
Jesus. He doesn't even need the stasis. Don is already completely mana screwed.
Yeah.
He can't even power sync it.
But draw 3 cards, right?
Oh, did he forget to draw?
Yeah.
He's thinking about which 6-drop he wants to play.
Yeah.
Desert Twister.
Yeah.
What are you Desert Twister here? I guess. I mean, all right. So this I mean, if he has stasis here, it's over, right? So he must
Yeah.
have a stasis. He's drawn 5,000 cards. So he has stasis, Kismet, and his opponent tapped out, and a Vice in play, and 2 Howling Mines. This is it.
Yeah.
No stasis?
Yeah.
Now the stasis. Yep, here it is. Oh no, just Twiddle Time Vault with 3 Howling Mines in play. That seems good.
Yeah, that's also a good solution.
Yeah. Actually better than Ancestral. Just full on draw 4 and untap.
Yeah.
So now he must have it, right?
Yeah.
Ox, blue, stasis. Your turn. Vice in play. That'll do. That'll do, donkey.
Yeah. And then he'll just die.
You want to jump into that chat for a minute with those guys?
Yeah. Let's do
So I
that.
think we mute ourselves in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Do that. Mute. Whoops. Mute. Yeah, no.
Look at it, man.
I saw.
Here, I'll show you.
There's nothing you could do. You got very screwed in that game, though. You
Yeah,
could never
did.
draw that 6th mana to play that Worm or any of those cards, and you finally did draw your 6th mana, and you had the Kismet out, and it was just like terrible.
I fought over the Kismet, and the catch today was: do I fight over the Kismet or do I fight over the land?
Kismet was right to fight
Yeah,
over.
Tabernacle, because I'm thinking eventually I'm going to draw into land, so if I can keep the Kismet and the stasis off the table, I got a chance. But guess what? It didn't happen. Did not
Nope.
happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. But hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys very much. Like I said, this has been a fun deck to play. The only sad thing, this is the second. I've gotten a couple of, and it's not that his deck's not wonderful. It's just not an interactive deck. So once again,
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to rip up many cards. He got 2 of me off in the first game. He had that Tabernacle Stasis lock. So eventually it got to the point where I had to give up the Divvy and the Elves. And in this game, I felt like if I'd have gotten that 6 mana about 2 turns earlier, I had a chance, but I didn't, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
So, once again, victory for those dirty stations.
Well,
Yeah.
It doesn't happen too often in old school.
That's
so
what
I'll
I
take
think.
it.
My job here is just today. I'm just trying to keep things entertaining and keep things semi-fair, and you know what? I want people to have an idea that, you know what, you don't have to play Moxie to have fun in this campaign.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I'm all about the elves, buddy.
Don, just so you know, Don, we have a ruling from Judge Josh that
Yeah.
if going forward, if you get Tormod's Cryptid, you have to
Yeah.
rip up your whole graveyard, okay?
I will.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yes, those would be gone.
Yeah. I don't know if there's some ambiguity on the way that Tormod's Crypt interacts with Rip 'em Up 150, so we just clarified it for you. That's all.
I like it. Like I said, if anybody else
Oh
wants
my
to come in,
God.
like I said, once again, I will tell you, if you want to donate, I will rip up cards for randomly for just as a fast effect. So please come
You
donate.
hear that? If anybody wants to donate money to Room to Grow for Don to rip up cards, you'd honestly be helping him at this point because he might be ripping up some lands. But
That's
any
it.
donations you want to do,
Help those kids. I'm all about it.
Hey Don, for my stasis sins, I'm gonna send $20 to the charity. So thanks.
it's the least you could do, Patrick.
It is. It really is. It
I'm just
really
kidding.
is.
I'm a stasis aficionado myself. I fully understand where you're coming from. We
Oh.
truly appreciate the donation. That's very nice of
I'm
you.
trying.
Stasis and Merfolk, back when Vintage was Type 1, those were my bays. I mean, I love me some Stasis, and I'll never forget the first Vintage tournament I went to. I didn't know, how do you beat Merfolk? I mean, I got Island Walk, and everybody's playing Island. I don't know how I ever went 2 and 4 in that tournament, but I did.
Well, they're both blue cards, so why don't you be the first one to build Stasis Merfolk, Don? This could be your baby, all right?
I know, it's
In
one
the
of
same
those-
deck.
This is something I got to work at. Like I said, me. I try to stick as many legends as possible in the deck. Because
Yeah.
I just want to know if anybody else there. If you see anybody else play Toby today, I want to
No.
know. I mean,
Well, Zephyr Falcon's a blue card. It works really well in that deck too. You could also splash red for Eternal Warrior.
No, not red, but like I said, I got the Azure Drake. I almost won a game with Azure Drake. Like I said, the control magics have been the least valuable player. I played the people I played. No one else was playing creatures today. More people play creatures.
I would expect them to be the best card in your deck.
I would too. That's what I thought. But no one else is playing creatures against me. I keep playing these people who don't play creatures. So, and then like I said, the real MVP has been the Pixies. Unfortunately, I'm down to 2. So,
Down to 2?
I lost 2. Hey, there's nothing better when they're sitting there and they're playing Triskelions and Swoochies, and I got a Pixie. They can hold them off for a long time.
It's the best.
There you go.
All that mana, 12 mana held off for 2 mana. It's the absolute best.
Well, he cheated. I think one of them came into play via Raised Dead, but you know how those guys work. So.
A Raised Jesus Christ. What table are you at? Table -5?
Do we have negative numbers?
It feels like that's where you should be.
The one thing I do not want, you find Dave. Who's doing the matches? I do not want this buy guy. No buy.
I don't think there's any buys. Unless people drop, there should be no buys. So.
Yeah, I saw one in the last round, but I thought to myself, I don't want no buy. But you know what? I'll tell you, Mano, like I said, we'll play a side game. If I get stuck with a buy, I'm gonna play you on a side game. Something. So,
it's possible. We can work something out.
Hey, here's the other thing. Listen to the sound. You don't hear this anymore.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to that ripple shuffle, huh?
The sound of a ripple. That's the only reason I play Alice Constructed. Ice Age Alliance.
Yeah.
No sleep. You want to hear that ripple?
Amen to that.
Look at this shuffle, guys.
Oh.
Look at the arch on those.
It hurts my heart every time.
You see that much arch in old school anymore? Yeah, look at this. Look at that bridge. Look at that bridge.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Beautiful.
There you go.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for being on, and Don, you're doing it right, and Patrick, I know I gave you some shit, but I love me some Staples. I love your deck.
Oh yeah.
I love your donation.
I wish I could quit it, but I
And
can't.
make sure everybody should have their LobstercoM gear on. You got your LobstercoM? What are we talking here, guys? I mean,
No.
you gotta have the LobstercoM gear on.
Got the Herloon Minotaur jacket. That's it, though.
Wow.
That's
Jesus Christ.
That's 2 thumbs up.
That will most certainly work as well. Good Lord.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, I hope we got you back on time so we can get this schedule running and everybody happy. And hey, the serious thing, everybody, please donate to a good cause. Like I said, to me, there's nothing better in this world to donate to than kids. And like I said, DFB, Dave has done a good job of putting this tournament together. Thanks to you guys for, giving us a little bit of attention to this and, getting some of this community together because, like I said, I play old school for the community. This is about you guys, and today it's about the kids. So, like
Be honest. You just love casting Crawworm. That's why.
I do. Well, I do have a crawworm addiction. I mean, it's like a little crack thing I have every so often.
Yeah. You got to join CA, Craws Anonymous. I've been doing it for years. It's okay.
Yeah, Ben was talking about this. We gotta get that poster. It's was it Live Life Crawworm?
It has to be in that script too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. It's Live Life Crawworm. Like I said, it's right up there with with goblins.
Live, laugh, crawworm, or something like that.
Yeah. It's like I said, if your wife doesn't have enough crawworm in it, I have the cure. More crawworm.
Is that a euphemism? All right. We got to go.
All right, thanks, guys.
We got to go. Take care, guys. It's been a pleasure.
You too, sir.
See you around.
Guys.
Bye,
Yeah.
Simon. Nobody talks to Simon. Bye, Simon.
Thank you. Thank you, Don.